Wonderful friends, welcome. Another day of our trying to understand the truth through the study of the great Shastras. Yoga Vaashishtha Maharamayana, Dasha Shloki, Skanda Purana, and Shvetashvatara Parayanam. These are the four things every day we are doing in the evening, more intently, more intensely. When we do the study more clearly, deeply, the knowledge will come, of course, only by the grace of the Lord, the Guru Parampara, the Shruti Mata. Friends, Lokasevaka Dharmastapaka Viragi, Bhakta Shishya Mumukshu Jignasu, Shrota Sadhaka Parishrami Prerita Prashanta Gambhira, then Samskrita Bhasha Jnata Vyakarana Sahita, these precious individualities and such which are helpful for our spiritual unfoldment. Let us consciously strengthen in us, taking the help of Shastra regular, the Guru Parampara, the Devata Gana, the uh, Jaganmata, the Ishvara, the Parabrahma Tattva. Continuing the study of Yoga Vaashishtha Maharamayana, Brahma Deva Sthiti is being explained, naming him in this text as Akashaja Vipra. Yesterday's topic we saw this Akashaja Vipra is really expression of Akasha, therefore he is Akasha Swarupa, Chidakasha. He has not come out of any karma. Therefore, he is not bound by any Janma, Jara, Roga. Therefore, Mrityu cannot consume him, nor while he is rigorously doing the karma of creation, he will not be bound by that karma because he is not doing that karma for himself with that individuality to gain for himself something. One side the Lord empowered and ordered him, Lord himself is there in that form. The other side it is the samskara of the jivas. Combination of these two, he makes creation. There is no I involved in it of himself. Like the judge, these people have done the crime. The law book tells for that crime there should be punishment. So he gives it. He is not involved. In the same way, the boss told me to do this karma this way, I do it. I am not involved in the karma. I am not the karta. Any kriya becomes karma when it is with a karta with a karma phala. So he has no kartrutva because there is no karma phala asakti in him. Therefore, that becomes sushti kriya and not sushti karma. Karma is where there is a karta with some karma phala asakti. So that Brahma Deva, such one is the Adi Srushti. That's name of the second sarga is Adi Srushti Varnanam. Oh, na? Yeah, Adya Srushti Varnanam. This is what we are studying. To some extent we have reached. Let us see what else we can catch or grasp today with our small little intellects. by the grace of Bhagavan Rama, Vaashishtha, Guru Parampara. Spend 3 minutes in Sankalpa Prarthanas. Om, 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 Om Sahana Bhavatu, Sahano Bhunaktu, Sahaviryam Karavavahai, Tejasvinavadhaitamastu, Ma Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Namo Brahmadibhyo, Brahma Vidya, Bhakti Vidya, Yoga Vidya, Dharma Vidya, Sampradaya Kartrubhyo, Vamsharusibhyo, Mahadbhyo, Namo Gurubhya. Om Yairime Guruvi Purvam, Padavakya Pramanatah, Vyakhyatah Sarva Vedantah, Satchastraha, Tan Nityam Pranatosmyaham. Om Shankaram Shankaracharyam Keshavam Badarayinam सूत्र भाष्य कृतौ वंदे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः ओम सच्चिदा श्रीराम राम रामेति रमे रामे मनोरमे सहस्रनाम तत्तुल्यं राम नाम वरानने ओम तस्मै श्री गुरवे वसिष्ठमुनये नित्यं नमस्कुर्महे विश्वामित्र मुनिं शरण्यमनघं भूयो नमस्याम्यहम् तस्मै वाल्मीकये श्री गुरुतमगुरवे भूरिभावैर्नता स्मः पूर्णानंद स्वभावः स्वजनहितकृते माययोपात्तकायः कारुण्यादुद्दिदीर्षुर्जनमनवरतं मोहपङ्के निमग्नम् आविश्यान्तर्वसिष्ठं बहिरविकलयन् शिष्यभावं वितेने यस्संवादेन शास्त्रामृतजलधिममुं रामचन्द्रं प्रपद्ये ब्रह्मानन्दं परमसुखदं केवलं ज्ञानमूर्तिं द्वन्द्वातीतं गगनसदृशं तत्त्वमस्यादिलक्ष्यम् एकं नित्यं विमलमचलं सर्वधी साक्षिभूतं भावातीतं त्रिगुणरहितं सद्गुरुं तं नमामि ॐ परब्रह्मणे श्रुतिमात्रे समस्तब्रह्मभक्तियोग धर्म विद्या आचार्येभ्यो ऋषिभ्यो मुनिभ्यो गुरुभ्यो देवताभ्यो अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः। श्री रामचंद्र परब्रह्मणे श्री वशिष्ठ विश्वामित्र वाल्मीकि वेदव्यासादि गुरुभ्यो नमः। संकल्पः तेषां सर्वेषां कृपानुग्रहेण उपनिषद योग वासिष्ठ महारामायणोक्त ब्रह्मात्मैक्यबोधेन अस्मिन् क्षणे एव मोक्ष कैवल्य प्राप्त्यर्थं श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणेतिहास सन्तवाङ्मयोक्त साध्य साधनानुभव सिद्ध्यर्थं तत्रोक्त ऋषिमुनिगुरुदेवता दर्शनानुग्रहानुभव प्राप्त्यर्थं सनातन धर्मस्य वैदिक हैन्दव संस्कृतेः साम्प्रदायानां शास्त्राणां मोक्षमार्गाणां गुरुशिष्य भक्त भगवत् परंपराधीनां पुनरुत्थान जागरण विश्वव्याप्ति विश्व आध्यात्मिक प्रगति एकता शांति पुरोभिवृद्ध्यर्थम् अस्मिन् सनातन धर्म संस्थापने कंकणबद्ध अस्माकं सह सर्वेषां निरंतर दिग्विजयार्थं श्रीराम मंदिरवत् शिवकृष्णादि समस्त मंदिराणाम् आश्रमाणां पुण्यदिव्य क्षेत्राणां विश्वविद्यालय भूभागादीनां पुनरवाप्ति तेष निरंतर शास्त्र अध्ययन अध्यापन उपासना यज्ञ याग साधना सेवा तपस्या प्रार्थनादीनां द्वारा भारतवर्षस्य सनातन धर्मस्य बाह्याभ्यंतर शत्रूणां शाश्वतरूपेण समूल निर्मूलनार्थं भारतवर्षे विश्वे च अस्मात् क्षणादारभ्य वैदिक हैन्दव संस्कृतेः सुसंप्रतिष्ठा अवाप्त्यर्थं विश्वे मोक्ष धर्म पुरुषार्थ प्रतिष्ठा द्वारा विश्व संरक्षणाभिवृद्ध्यर्थम् अस्यां कक्षायाम् आगतानां संकल्पित सत्कर्मसु दिग्विजयार्थं तेषां हृदये परब्रह्म भगवद्देवता गुरु शास्त्र सत्संग साधना सेवा माता पितृ देश धर्म सनातन धर्म भक्त्यादीनां द्वारा जन्म साफल्यार्थम् अनेक शास्त्राणाम् अध्ययन साधना प्रयत्न मध्ये श्रीमद् वाल्मीकि महर्षि विरचित योग वासिष्ठ महारामायण शास्त्रस्य पारायण अध्ययन साधना तदनन्तरं दशश्लोकी आद्यशंकर कृत प्रकरण ग्रंथाध्ययनं संक्षिप्त स्कंद पुराणं श्वेताश्वतर उपनिषदः भाष्य समेत पारायणं वयं सर्वे विवेक वैराग्य भक्ति ज्ञानादीनां द्वारा मोक्ष कैवल्य प्राप्त्यर्थं करिष्यामहे। Om Shri Ramachandra Parabrahmane Namaha. Shri Yoga Vaashishtha Maharamayana Shastram Mangalasarana Shlokaha. Om Yata Sarvani Bhutani Pratibhanti Sthitani Cha Yatraivopashamam Yanti Tasmai Satyatmane Namaha. Jnata Jnanam Tata Jneyam Drashta Darshana Drishyabhoho Karta Hetuhu Kriyayasmat Tasmai Jnaptyatmane Namaha. Spuranti Sikarayasmat Anandasyambare Vanau Sarvesham Jivanam Tasmai Brahmanandatmane Namaha. Divi Bhumau Tathakashe बहिरन्तश्च मे विभुः यो विभात्यवभासात्मा तस्मै सर्वात्मने नमः. ओम श्री रामचंद्र परब्रह्मणे नमः. अथ तृतीय उत्पत्ति प्रकरणम्. अथ आद्य सृष्टिवर्णनं नाम द्वितीय सर्गः. श्री वसिष्ठ उवाच. श्री यम उवाच. Friends, okay. From 19th mantra, let us see. Okay, 18th से ही just revise करो. The story is the Mrityu, as told by Yama, went all over the world globe to search for the karma of this Akashaja so that he can finish him, consume him. Nowhere he could find. He came now to Yamaraj, said, where are the karmas of this Akashaja Vipra? So to that, the Akashaja Vipra related to him, regarding him, about him, the details are given. And what is our discussion in this topic is Utpatthi Prakaranam. The entire Jagat Utpatti Hetu, the Brahmadeva himself is the Janma Rahita. He is only expression of divine. Through him, the entire Srushti is also the expression, Kalpana of divine. In that also, you and I, whatever outside with Upadhi we have to do, we do. Inside, we have to recognize the truth. Instead of this, what are we doing? Inner self, we are not recognizing. We are identifying with the Upadhis and the role and all our other activities. What to do, we are not doing. What not to do, we are doing. These are the reasons because of which we are bound. This is called samsara, this is called moha, this is called ajnana. Remove ajnana by jnana, remove moha by the correct vision. There is no samsara, there is only moksha. You try and see. And this is how the Rishi Munis have found. They are in that state of liberation. They are guiding all of us. Right? Now listen about Akashaja. Akashajasya karmani mrutyo santina kanishitu. Of that Akashaja, Hiranyagarbha, there are no karmani. Okay. Esha Akashaja vipraha jataha kadeva kevalat. He is not born because of some karma. He is the expression of the Ka. The Ka means K means Akasha. From the Shuddha Chidakasha he has expressed. Akashadevayo jatah savyomaivamadam bhaved. As he is expression of the Chidakasha in his first primordial state, Vyoma eva amalam. He is the like pure Akasha, without individuality, without any upadhis to identify and suffer. Sahakarini no santi, na karmani asya kanichit. So for his birth, for him to be get conditioned, for him to go through prarabdha, for him to be eliminated by the mrityu you, there are no sahakarini karma. So for you and I, the jivas, they are the sahakarini praktana karmas, which decide where we are born, how long we live, what are the sukha dukkha we are going to get, yes or no. But this Adya Srushti Karta or Srushti Adya Srushti, the Brahma Deva, he has no Sahakarini karma. So he is not conditioned birth that way. He is a divinity with his Shakti expressing. Shakti has three guna. Through that Rajaguna, he is expressing as that Akasha Vipra. Clear? So become subtler to apprehend the presence of that Hiranyagarbha. Same thing in Upanishads or Veda mantras said is Hiranyagarbha samavartatagre bhutasya jatah patireka asit sadadara prithvim dyamute mam अस्मै देवाय हविषाविधेम अग्रे हिरण्यगर्भः जातः आसीत् भूतस्य एकः पतिः सः दादार पृथिवीं द्याम् उत इमां कस्मै देवाय हविषाविधेम. So try to catch about. You are individual, I am individual, we have all the jivas, Manushya, Pashu, Pakshi, Vanaspati, they have their own ancestors from whom they have come. The ancestor, most of all of them final, or the first one is that this Akashaja Putra. Akashaja Vipra. Where from he is born means he is the expression of Paramatma only. He is not the karma phala born. Therefore, he has no prarabdha, nothing. That's the main point. So, sambandha praktanenasya namanagapi karmana asti bandhya sutasyeva tata jata kruteriva. So, praktanena karmana asya sambandha na managapi asti. Manag means even a iota also. He has any sambandha with praktana karma. He has no praktana karma. Praktana means earlier done karmas. Now his karmas, if you don't know, it is like Vandhya putrasya iva ajata krutehe iva. Ajata akruter iva. So the unborn, the Vandhya putra, you can never see him. And an akara of something which is not born, जैसा नहीं होते दोनों, वैसे ही this Akashaja Vipra has no Praktana Karma Sambandha. Now next. Karananam abhavena tasmadakashameva saha na etasya purva karma asti nabhasiva mahadrumaha. See, nabhasiva mahadruma. Like in the space, do you find a huge tree? Tree needs the ground, earth. आकाश में जैसा पेड़ और पेड़ के फल या पुष्प या पत्ते नहीं होते हैं. सो आकाश वृक्षः आकाश वृक्षस्य पत्राणि पुष्पाणि फलानि. Like that, कारणानाम अभावेन, the karana रूपी कर्म, कर्म रूपी कारण अभावेन, because they are absent. Tasmad, therefore, akashameva saha. He has not got any sthula sukshma karana shariras like you and I who have the karanas, the karma samskara, the prarabdhas. So karananam abhavena tasmad akashameva saha. He is that chidakasha only. Na etasya purva karma asti. He has no purva karma. Nabhasi iva mahadrumaha. Like you will never find a huge tree in the akash. So while listening with it, try to make a concept inside that the first created Brahmadeva is from pure Paramatma, is Chidakasha Rupa only. He has not got any karma because of which he is born, therefore he has no karma bandhana. Not only that, ki naitadasyavasham nai. नैतदस्यावशं चित्तम् अभावात् पूर्वकर्मणाम् अद्यतावद् अनेनाद्यं न किञ्चित् कर्म सञ्चितम्. So नैतदस्य अवशं चित्तम् अभावात् पूर्वकर्मणाम्. So he is given chitta, fresh and pure chitta. Because of its freshness and pureness and absence of the purva karma, that chitta has no independence of its own to produce the vrittis as it wants. Thus, it is always in the vasha of him. So, this is the yoga sthiti. Na? Chitta will be there, but chitta samskaras will go away. Therefore, chitta projecting the vrittis by its own choice is not there. Chitta will have vrittis as I want. That's the yogi's samadhi के बाद स्थित. अपने आप वृत्तियों को प्रोजेक्ट करने के कारण रूपी संस्कार are gone. That doesn't mean chitta is destroyed. Chitta is there. Vrittis are required for functional. So they are totally under my command. A yogi. Prabhupada Brahmadeva also, because of absence of Purva Karma, the chitta is not in his control. Chitta is always in his own vasha. So, etad asya avasham chittam. Asya chittam avasha na. It is vasha only. Then abhavahat purva karmana. So that's why when we have the purva karma vasanas, chitta behaves in its own notorious way in the dream, in the waking, continuously projecting vrittis. You and I also, when through the yoga bhakti adi sadhana, we do the vritti nirodha by eliminating its samskaras, chitta will be there, having potency for vrittis, but those vrittis are as per our choice. Beautiful, no? Wonderful state. That the instrument chitta is totally in my control. So, in this way, na etad asya avasham chittam abhavat purakarmanam adya tavad anena adyam nakinchit karma sanchitam. Therefore, his chitta has no sanchita karma nor any prarabdha karma. Pure it is. So totally, fully free he is. That is why he has become Brahmadeva, given the job of creating the jivas purely according to their karma and karma phala, without Brahmadeva himself having any biasness or partiality. So somebody will have biasness or partiality if he has his own desire, vasana, samskara, thoughts. अब है नहीं इनका, therefore 100%. Like the judges are expected to be free from any biasness towards the criminals, both who are accused and who are the opposition. Then only he will listen from both prosecutor, defense lawyer, and come to correct judgment as per the law. He has no role of his own, because with regard to that whole case, he has no karma, prarabdha, sanchita, etc. Beautiful thought. This Brahmadeva's state is like that. Na kinchit karma sanchita. He has no sanchita karma. Therefore, from that sanchita, generally we are born. Then we will be conditioned. Our chitta will be conditioned. Because of no karma sanchita, his birth is chidakasha rupa only, and there is no karmas binding him, his chitta, nor when he does any karma, he will be bound by the karma samskaras. He is not doing for himself. That's all. So this is the state of Brahmadeva. And not doing even this creation, etc., not even given this Akashaja Vipra name, is called as pure Chidakasha only. The Parabrahma state. The next state. इससे पहले वाला state. Now, एवं आकाश कोशात्मा विशदाकाश रूपिणी स्वकारणे स्थितः नित्यः कारणानि न कानिचितो. So, evam akasha kosha atma. Therefore, this akasha vipra is akasha sarupaha only. Vishad akasha rupini. So, he is the pure form of consciousness. So, karane sthitaha. So, he is not having the karma vasanas as the karana. He is swakarana. Here, swakarana means the Paramatma only for the sake of creation. Invoked his creative power, that is his karana. Swakarana कहते हैं उसको. स्वकारणे स्थितः, that way. है ना? स्वकारणे स्थितः नित्यः is always there whenever the creation is there. Then karanani na kanichitu. So there are no other karanas for him, forcing him, compelling him. So this is how the Adya Srushtivala Brahmadeva, Hiranyagarbha Deva, Sutratma. There are three main names for him: Brahma, Sutratma, Hiranyagarbha. In many places, Prana bhi kehte hain. All four represent the same Brahmadeva. Mm. Correct? Now, continue karo. Praktanani na santyasya karmanyadya karoti naha kinchidapyevam eshotra vijnanakashamatrakah. Dekho, slowly, his duties are being given. Praktanani na santi asya karmani. Already told. Asya praktanani karmani na santi. Second, adya karoti naha. Now also he is not doing any karma his own for his personal. Kinchidapi evana akasha rupa. So there the akasha tattva chidakasha slowly became the vijnana. So what is vijnana here is the Paramatma aware of the samashti sukshma sharira. The one who is aware of the samashti sukshma sharira, that Paramatma, is called Hiranyagarbha. So he is aware of it, no? That's called a vijnana. But he is still in Chidakasha Rupa. Therefore, Chidakasha becoming the knower of the Sukshma Shariras of all, basing on which only he will be making the Stula Shariras. And puts those jivas into that. The jiva continues his karma phala according to his vasanas, jnanam and ajnanam. It's a whole drama we know. So, praktanani na santyasya karmani adya karoti no kinchidapi evam esha atra vijnana akasha matrakaha. So, only his pure consciousness is becoming aware of sukshmata of the whole universe. The subtle body samashti he is aware. Now, at the time of his creation, he appears to be vigorously creating all the shariras. Through his sankalpa only. He will not create a machinery and all. उनका संकल्प कर दिया तो पांच महाभूत मिक्सअप होकर that sharira comes for that fellow and the fellow goes inside. Like in some Hindi movies and other languages, no, the Maya, Mayavis, those have the Maya Shaktis. वो लोग ऐसे बैठे बैठे संकल्प करते हैं, things start happening. तो ब्रह्मदेव को भी ऐसे फिजिकली जाकर ये ईट मट्टी और पंचमहाभूत मिलाकर रूप बनाने का डजंट नीड, संकल्प करते. सो दैट संकल्प इज द स्पंदना इन हिम. सो दैट स्पंदना एंड इट्स एरिया ऑफ क्रिएशन is from our side, but from his side it is happening, but he is not the owner of that karma. That is what we have to catch. A pure Vedanta ही है. Same is all of us, but we are bound by the karmas we do, or we do karmas bound by the vasanas, forced. That is why we are called not Hiranyagarbha, but Jiva. We suffer the karma phala. वेदांत थोड़ा थोड़ा समझ लो. नौ प्राणस्पंदोस्य यत् कर्म लक्ष्यते च अस्मदादिभिः दृश्यते स्माभिरेवं तत् न तु अस्य अस्ति अत्र कर्मधीः. See, pranaspandha asya yat karma lakshate cha asmadadi. So the actions of whole creation, which at the very first stage are nothing but the spandana in the prana, obviously done by Brahmadeva with his sankalpa, they are all those prana spandanatmaka kriyas asmadadvi asmabhireva dushyate. Evam. We only see him, the actions happening, and we only feel that he is the doer actually. But natu asya asti atra karma dhihi. So he has no concept in him that this karma I am doing, I am the karta, and I have some follow expected. That type of karma he has not got. I told yesterday, the great Mahatmas like Gurudeva. It's a very typical thing to catch. We see them vigorously acting. Who is an actor? Who has vasanas? Who has kamanas? Who has limitations? Who is in jiva bhava? Who wants to get something? Is there any more vasana in that Mahatma? No. Is there any kamana? When there's no vasana, how can there be kamana? Now, is there any expected thing outside? No. So when all of them are not there, which make a karma, then what is happening through them is not a karma. That's called it is Leela. It is called Parameshwara's play going on. That is a state of being. That is the ultimate. Into that we have to join. That will happen when? When our vasanas go away, our kamanas go away. Only swadharma we do, and inside we are identifying with the truth. So Brahmadeva inside identifies with the truth, outside without his own kartratva, as a functional entity only, he does karma to create the bodies for the human beings. Therefore, he is not a karta. And he doesn't even feel he is a karma करने वाला है. ये कहते हैं न अस्ति अस्य कर्मदीहि. See, प्राणस्पन्दः अस्य यत् कर्म लक्ष्यते. Because of his prana spandana, the Srushti karma which is seen asmadadvihi by you and I, drishyate asmavihi evam tat. It is seen by us that there is an action and he is doing. But nato asya asti atra karma dhihi. He has no dhi in him, the idea or the understanding that he is the doer. In this world, this is not a difficult thing. Ki like a traffic police controlling the traffic, so we say, 10-15 years of service he does there. बेचारे उसके बाद फिर रोड से निकाल के और कहीं डालते उसको. No, every day hundreds and thousands of vehicles he is stopping and telling them to move and stopping, telling them to move and telling them to take turn. Is he doing that karma? The government of India doing through him, the traffic department. How many number of years he does it? He is not the doer. Isn't it? Like a yajamana, give a work to the servant. So yajaman only is working through that servant. Government is working through these millions of government servants. An actor also, very good example. The directors, producers, they conceived a movie, an actor, a role, a dialogues, actions. So that hero is not a karta of it. They are working through him. He is only playing that role. He has no kartrutva in that. When he goes home, after the role is over, to his wife or children or anything, he is a karta there. Because there is a sambandha, there is a karma, पीछे से वो क्या कहते हैं प्रारब्ध है, उनको उससे कुछ फल है. Is bound by so many attachments, isn't it? When he is with the costumes in that shooting room, he is not a karta. But at home, he is a karta. So his wife, his husband, his children, his father. So he's attached to them. He wants them to be happy. So he'll have to provide things to them. Sometimes they do wrong, you have to scold them. They misunderstand it. देखो ये सारा नौटंकी. So because of the kartrutva and karma phalas are associated, it became karma. But when he is on the stage, he is doing every expression there. So it's all not karma there. It's only kriya. He is playing the role given to him. So you can understand at least an idea, a state of evolution where we play the role given to us by the total without ourselves becoming the doer nor claiming the result. That is a freedom in action. When we realize our own self, infinite blissful self, that is freedom from action. Because as a Brahman, infinite, all pervading, that only Satchidananda Sthiti it is. there the concept of desha, kala, karma, all of that are not there. This Brahmadeva. No, प्राणस्पंदः से यत् कर्म लक्ष्यते अस्मदादिभिः दृश्यते अस्माभिः एवं तत् न तो अस्य अस्ति अत्र कर्मधिः. Then he says, samstita bhavayantiva chidrupaiva paratpadat भिन्नमाकारमात्मीयं चित्स्तंभे सालभञ्जिका तथैव परमार्थात् सह खात्मभूतः स्थितो द्विजः यथा द्रवत्वं पयसि शून्यत्वं च यथाम्बरे. So स्पन्दत्वं च यथा वायोः तथैष परमे पदे कर्माणि अद्यतनानि अस्य संचितानि न सन्ति. So संस्थिता भावयन्ति इव चिद्रूपा एव परात् पदात् भिन्नम आकारम आत्मीयम चित्तस्तंभे सालभंजिका. So when a stone or a wood, when it is carved out, carved as a murti, interesting, no? When the murti is carved out of that stone, that murti appears to be something special, specific, other than the stone. But any part of that murti, if you observe, it is the expression of that stone only. In the same way, this Brahmadeva is a murti as if expressed, never ever different, differentiated or separate from the Brahma Tattva. In fact, the whole creation is like that only. On Parabrahma Tattva carved. Like in the wood, the picture is carved. Some frame, some form is carved in the stone. You can carve, no, a Purusha Akara, Stri Akara, a Pakshi Akara, a Vriksha Akara, a Pashu Akara. In the stone you can carve. So it appears to be different from that stone. Vichitra, good example, no? Never ever it is a separate from it. Another common example is when the kapde are washed. After sukhodu, dried up, you take them for ironing. So when you put it on the iron table before starting to iron, so many wrinkles you see in that shirt. Jisko iron karna hai. So the wrinkles, to clear them only you do the ironing basically. But the wrinkles which appear on the shirt, are they separate from the shirt? But they appear to be. You know, like the waves in the water. Appear to be different, but they are never away from the water, no? The substratum water ही है, carved like a wave. Cloth carved like wrinkles. The wood carved like a some wood carving. The stone carved like a murti. So too the Brahmadeva and we the Srushti, all of us are just carved only in that Paramatma. With all our actions, emotions, thoughts, yes, sir. You know, once now you have seen in science a robo and its own intelligence, it can work with the electricity and the software and all. अब इसके डाउट नहीं होना चाहिए कि शुद्ध परमात्मा में ज्ञान, क्रिया एंड द्रव्य, all the three can be projected because of sattva rajas tamo guna of the maya. That is what we call as world. When I say on that stone there is a purusha akara, see, on the stone there is a purusha akara, as if the stone is different, purusha is different. Are there two things actually? Think about it. Carved on that. In the same way, the Maya Shakti of Paramatma carved on Paramatma only, entire universe. So he says that only in these three shlokas, ki Narayana. Chidrupa eva bhavayanti iva samstita parat padat bhinnam akaram atmiyam. So pure consciousness only. On it the carved akara kalpita only, not really. Kalpita carved akara, that is called Maya Shakti. वो पता नहीं, वो भगवान में तो होती नहीं, भगवान के बिना रहती नहीं, भगवान के ही परमिशन से, भगवान के ऊपर ही भिन्न के रूप में वो क्या कहते हैं, भिन्नम आकारम आत्मीय. So in that Purusha Murti on the stone, that Purusha's form, the eyes, the eyebrows, the forehead, the if you have a tilaka there, or the hair that are there, hands, legs, then the clothing, then the ornaments. You see that जो एकशिला विग्रह होते हैं ना बहुत सारे, all of that appear to be bhinnam only, but all of that is atmiyam only. So we all think we are separate from Brahman, but which part of us is free from or without Brahman? Brahman is Satchidananda. Is there any part of us, Stula Sukshma Karana, without Sat Paramatma? You can't say, because you cannot say yes, because without Sat it must be Asat only. You experience as Sat only. So eyes are there, ears are there, legs are there, kidney, pancreas is there, mind is there, intellect is there. All of them is there, is there. That is called existence. Bhinna Atmiya Akara. That is the Maya's power. Two more things Maya does. That substratum it makes us forget and it makes us enchanted in that form which is never independent. So that to that Murti, it's a beautiful Murti. We just adore it, adore it. We respect that Murti. Kya badi hai re Baba. So that's what the enchantment. Wherein there is no Murti at all. That is nothing but the stone. Stone alone in that akara, but drushti is on the akara. Isn't it? The matti hai, idhar gamla hai, or matka hai. So our drushti is on matka and gamla. We value that, not the matti. That is the power of Maya. That never existing pot and gamla, on that we have attention or interest. Because of that enchanting form, it has some utility value, vyavaharik upayogita. Kamana upayogita, bhoga, vyavahara upayogita. Because of these two things which are out of our vasanas and prarabdha, that the Paramatma is seen to us as the Jagat of Rupanama as well as the Upadhis here. Very subtle thought it is. All these Upadhis and the entire Jagat is nothing but Paramatma only appearing because of our Kamanas. If these all Kamanas, Vasanas go away, the Paramatma alone is revealed as Paramatma. He need not come to us in the form of any objects, in the form of any, let us say, the Panchakoshas. थोड़ा गंभीर वृत्ति है, ट्राई करो पकड़ने का. So next he says, तथा एव परमार्थात, from that Paramatma, like from the wood or stone, the Murti is there, appearing as if it is separate from the stone, but it is not so. Bhinnam akaram, but atmiyam. That vichitrata dekho, in that akara, every part is nothing but stone. But something is there which attracts our eyes. We say it's an akara, separate from the stone as if. So here also, tatha eva paramarthat, from the pure Paramatma, sakhatma bhutaha stitaha dvijaha. That dvija whom we are talking so far is kha atma bhutaha. The pure K consciousness alone is an atman for him, and that atmarupi consciousness only for the further creation of the world in the first shape as the Brahma Deva is expressed. So Paramatma's Maya Shakti's Rajoguna molding Paramatma to appear as Brahmadeva with his creative power, which is the power of Rajoguna Maya, with which he is going to create the world. So is a Brahmadeva there or not? Functionally is there as creator. But by self, he is never other than the Chidakasha Paramatma only. Like is that Murti there or not on the statue? Functionally, it is there in the sense we recognize the eyes and ears and all. And by shape, we say men or women, or by the ornaments or the ayudha, we say Ramji ki murti hai, Krishna ji ki murti hai, Shiv ji ki murti hai. So that way it is there. But from the substratum stone standpoint, where is it? Everything is that stone only. So therefore, Nama Rupa Rupena Jagat we recognize, but Adhisthana Rupena everything is Brahman only. Nama Rupa Rupena, all the chairs and tables and stools. Adhisthana Rupena, all are nothing but plastic or wood. This is what we have to realize. This is the first step. Second step, may that wood or that plastic or that Paramatma alone is truth real. Second, all this is projected unreal, therefore not permanent, therefore don't get attached to it. Third, that substratum is you realize. Then you are the substratum. And that substratum is birthless, changeless, deathless, immutable. Therefore, none of the problems which we have when we are jiva with upadhis are there. That's called moksha. उपाधियों के दादात्म से जीव बनने के कारण होने वाले जन्म मरण आदि सारे क्लेश दुख निरुपाधिक उस आत्मा में नहीं होते, इसलिए आत्मस्थिति मुक्त स्थिति जीव स्थिति बंधन स्थिति. Choice is ours. Identify with upadhis, continue to be jiva. Identify with the nirupadhika self, get liberated. सोचो क्या चाहिए, कंटिन्यू मुक्त बंधन कंटिन्यू कर, मुक्ति चाहिए फिर अपना निज आत्म स्वरूप को जानो. सो तथा एव परमार्थात् ख आत्मभूतः सह द्विजः स्थितः यथा द्रवत्वं पयसि. So like in the water, the liquid form, shunyatvam cha yatha ambare, like the emptiness of the space, spandantvam cha yatha vayo, like the mobility in the winds, tata esha parame pade. In that way, this akasha, rupa dvija akasha ja viprais, that way is related to Paramatma, never separate from him. Tata esha parame pade. Therefore, karmani adyatanani asya sanchitani na santi. He has no sanchita karma brought from past, nor while in the present he is doing any karma. That is why he is not a karta. That is why there is no karma phala. Therefore, there is no samsara, whether he gives a beautiful, healthy body or he gives a diseased body. Whether he gives a body living 90 years, expiry date 90 saal, 100 saal, or gives an expiry date only 16 years, he will die. एक्सपायरी डेट होता है हर एक शरीर में, ब्रह्मदेव ही लिखते हो. ये इज नो सिन टू हिम. हाउ कम इतना छोटा लड़का मार दिया और वो बुजुर्ग आदमी 120 और भी कौवे की तरह जी रहा है. You cannot blame him for this nor appreciate him for that. Krishna Vasudeva, because he is not karta. He is not doing karma. Right? Karmani adyatanani asya na sanchitani na santihi. So neither adyatana karma nor sanchita karma to that Brahmadeva. He is never separate from pure consciousness. His expressions are like the 5 examples. 1, the Murti is never separate from the stone. 2, the Spandana in the Vayu is never separate from it. 3, the liquid feeling is never separate from the water. The 4th one is Narayana, the emptiness in the space. So, like these are never separable from them. So too the Atman is never separable, separate from this Akashaja Vipra. So this is a state of being there we have to apprehend. That is how the first Adya Srushti Brahmadeva. But this much samajh lo. In the same way, na purvanyeshateneha na samsara vasangataha sahakari karananam अभावेयः प्रजायते नासौ स्वकारणात् भिन्नः भवतीत्यनुभूयते कारणानाम् अभावेन tasmad esha swayam bhavah. So na purvani esha tena iha. There are no purva karma to him. Therefore, na samsara vashangataha. Na samsara vashangata. Because of absence of purva karma, his birth and his actions are not samsara. Second one is sahakari karananam abhave. So there are no other such sahakari karanas for his birth. Therefore, yah prajayate na asau swa karanat bhinnaha. So his expression is never bhinna from his karana. That is a chidatma bhavati. Iti anubhuyate. This is how it is understood. Then karananam abhavena again, because of the absence of karmana, karanas, tasmad eshaha swayam bhavaha. So we are all not swayam bhu. We are all born, we call it karma bhu. We have no choice. We have to be born like that only. We all are karmas. You know? We never have a choice to be born to which parents, which place, which language. कोई choice होता ही नहीं किसी को. Because we are not swayam bhu. We are karma bhu. But this Brahmadeva has no such conditioning karmas कि तुम इधर ही वैसे ही जन्म लेना है. वो अपनी इच्छा से प्रकट होते हैं. That's is called स्वयं भू. स्वयमेव भवति. कर्म वशेन न भवति. कर्माणि न सन्ति. So that is a state of being. Now to understand it and to be identified with that state, how clear we have to be of our vasanas, our upadhitadatmyas, our mental diseases of kamadi, our value given to the world with emotional attachments. अरे यार हम कितने रस्सियां अपने आप के चारों तरफ लगा के बांध के रखे हैं. The ropes of ignorance, ropes of delusions, ropes of attachments. So too, ropes of aversion, etc. काम क्रोध राग द्वेष आदि रस्सियों से हमने अपने आप को बांध के रखा. None of them are required. You just the pure conscious self expressing in any of the body for some function. That's it. How can there be any bondage? Like a cinema actor, the one hero who is acting, he is not that role. So he is not a sinner if in that movie he is beating someone. And in the movie, whatever role he is playing, that is only kalpita or projected. So where is karma and karma phala? Where is samsara? If this knowledge is there. So I am the pure self. Pure self will not act. Therefore there is no action from the pure self standpoint. From the functioning standpoint, I am only functioning as per the rule or role. I have none of my personal biasness. Therefore, those doings also do not bind me. What's binding me? Not having this knowledge called ignorance. Then we are deluded. What happens in delusion, moha? We get attached to the either upadhis or the karmas or the karma phala. Upadhi, karma, karma phala. इसलिए what do you mean by detachment? The karma upadhis and karma phala सारे भगवान को छोड़ दो. उपाधि includes the कर्तृत्व अहंकार से लेकर तो बुद्धि का ज्ञान कहो, मन का भावना कहो, इंद्रियों का मूवमेंट कहो, अहंकार का ओनरशिप कहो. All of them are offered to Lord. Then the action जो हुआ है वहां, action leads to phala, the phala also. है ना? So I have, let us say, planted the mango tree. Mango tree gave the fruits. So I, with my buddhi, with my mind, with my senses, in that particular place, I have done the karma of planting and bringing up the mango tree. So karta with all upadhis and the karma. Then karma phala, the mangoes came. All Ishwararpana. Then this karma will not bind me. So I am not bound. I am the self, infinite. I have nothing to gain or lose. And in the scheme of this temporary universe, which is a leela, play of the Lord, this has to be done, it is done. So how subtle this thought is. Whether one is a husband or father or brother or son, कहीं भी हो वहां वो रोल कर दो बस. ना कुछ लेना ना कुछ देना. और पूछो तो तुम कौन है? मेरे दो आइडेंटिटी है. एक आइडेंटिटी हम ब्रह्मास्मि, दूसरा ये एक एक जगह पे एक व्यक्तित्व. बस वो धर्म करता हूं. उसमें क्यों करता हूं? क्योंकि करना है. कर्तव्यानीति में पार्थ निश्चितम मतम उत्तमम. Because it is to be done as a kartavya. Not I am doing it because I am compelled by my desires or any compulsions. That's why in Bhakti says वो डॉक्टर को सोचना चाहिए भगवान ने ही उनको मेडिकल कॉलेज में भेजा, भगवान ने ही उनको कैपेसिटी दी टू स्टडी मेडिकल साइंस. भगवान only made him doctor, भगवान only put him in that particular hospital, भगवान only sending or coming in the form of patients, and he with the help of the Bhagwan in the form of nurse or compounder, he is doing the treatment. The whole medicine also is Bhagavad Swarup. Because Sachidananda Paramatma नहीं तो कुछ नहीं हो सकता. In this way, when you see everywhere Bhagwan, then it becomes a Leela. You don't see Bhagwan, if you say I am the doer, I want some result, it becomes samsara. So Brahma Deva has no samsara because he has no vasanas or samskaras or karmas of the past for creating him in the present when he is doing karma to give future results. And he is never away from his own self, the Paramatma Tattva. Like the Murti is never away from the stone, Spandana never away from the winds, the liquidity is never away from the water, the emptiness is never away from the sky. Think, मजा आता है इन बातों में. थोड़ा थोड़ा भी समझ में. अब नहीं आएगा वो, but we have knocked the door of our intellect to open and get this understanding. Now in the 7th or 8th or 9th attempt, the door gets opened. Then you will understand, oh, that is the state of being called as Brahmadeva, creator. And that's what yesterday I said. Because he is so pure, freed from all vasanas, karma, that he is given such a big, sensitive post of creator, the Brahmadeva, wherein without his own personal biasness, exactly what each jiva deserves, that body only you make. Like who is made a judge? There is a final thinking. The judge who is, every judge has to be pure, immaculate from his mind standpoint. केस सुन लिया, आईपीसी रेफर किया, accordingly convict, acquit or punish. He has no his own individual role. Like that everybody, hangman, he is not hanging, he is in that job. To somebody there in the gallows, he'll have to pull it, he pulled it, that person obviously died. I am not the doer. Everyone in this way, then whatever karma they do, they have to do, only that they do, and that offer the entire karma set to Paramatma, they it becomes, the heart becomes free from him. In that freed heart person, he can just see, like the water is neat, clean, undisturbed, how we can see the bottom of the water, this person can see the self. That's what Gita 18 chapter, Swakarmana tamabhyarchya siddhim vindati manavaha. So he was never having the kartrutva buddhi nor the ahankara buddhi. He is the expression of divinity, divine is imperishable. Oh my dear Mrityu, तू बता तू जाके उनको कैसे खाएगा? That's what Brahmadeva is telling to, sorry, Yamaraja is telling to Mrityu about Brahmadeva. Those beautiful few more thoughts are there. We will enjoy them studying tomorrow. So one day, 2 day, or maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 और 28 से लेकर Narayana 58 exactly. So maybe 2 or 3 days we need it. आज हो गया 12, 13, 14, 15. Yeah. Thank you. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudach Purnasya Purnama Purnamivas Om Sha Om Shri Ram भगवान की जय. इतना काफी है आज. ओम न तत्र सूर्यो भाति न चंद्र तारकम नेम विद्युतो भान्ति कुतोऽयमग्निः तमेव भान्तमनुभाति सर्वं तस्य भासा बोल श्री रामचंद्र भगवान की जय। श्री योग वासिष्ठ महारामायण शास्त्र की जय। वशिष्ठ विश्वामित्र वाल्मीकि वेद व्यास नारद आदि ब्रह्म विद्याचार्य की जय। सब संतन की जय, सतुनाथ महाराज की जय, समस्त श्रोता मंडली की जय, भारत माता की जय, सनातन धर्म की जय, वैदिक हैंदव संस्कृति की जय, अध्यात्म जीवन विधान की जय। थैंक यू। ज्वाइन फॉर हिंदी सत्संग दश श्लोकी निर्वाण मंजरी।